Hello, dear students. My name is Mankeshwar Panigrahi. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic in process concept, that is your process control block. In our previous class we have discussed so far about the process transition diagram. So how the process executes inside the computer system, what are the different steps are there, and what are the different states followed by a process to execute its all instructions. All these topics we have covered in our last class topic, that is your process state transition diagram. So today we are going to discuss about what is a process control block. So generally the process control block, it is a data structure maintained by the operating system when number of processes are entered inside the computer system for execution. So to maintain the memory management structure, first the operating system prepares one schedule or data structure where it kept all the processes one after another according to their entering into the computer system. Serially, they are stored inside the memory location in which the operating system keeps information about one process, that is their serial number, when should the process is going to be executed by the processor, the time of coming. These all informations related to the process are stored inside the computer system by the operating system, and where it prepares a schedule to store or prepares a structure to store the number of processes and their informations is called as the process control block. Okay. So we may discuss about the process control block. Comes to the notes. First we are going to discuss about what is process control block. As I have told you that process control block is a data structure that contains information of the process related to it. Next point is the process control block is also known as a task control block, entry of the process table. It is very important for process management as the data structuring for processes is done in terms of the PCB. It also defines the current state of the operating system. That means in our process state transition diagram we have discussed about different states, that is your running state, ready state, waiting state, blocked state. These all states, a new state or born state, the basic 5 states are related to a process from the entering and the execution completed These 5 steps or 5 states are related to the process inside the computer system. So, the process control block also defines the process is currently in which state of the operating system. So, next is the structure of the process control block. That means the process control block, how it looks like, or what are the different items or data items we are used inside the structure of the process control block. The process control stores many data items that are needed for efficient process management. Some of these data items are explained with the help of the diagram. So this is the diagram related to the process control block or PCB. So what are the different data items? Process state, number 2 process number, number 3 program counter, number 4 register, number 5 memory limits, and number 6 list of open files, and so on. Okay. So we are going to discuss one by one. So first we are going for process state. So what is the process state? So it specifies the process state, that is new, ready, running, waiting, or terminated state. That means in our process state transition diagram, we have covered about the new state, ready state, running state, waiting state, and terminated state. So when a process is going to execute inside the computer system, the 5 states are basically related to the process, and these states information of a process are stored inside the process state of PCB or process control block. Next is process number. This shows the serial number of a process that is stored inside the process control block. Next is a program counter. This contains the address of the next instruction that needs to be executed in the process. That means whenever we are going to execute a process, inside the process number of codes or instructions are getting executed. So the program counter defines the address of the next instruction that needs to be executed inside the process. Okay. So next is registers. So it specifies the registers that are used by the process. They may include accumulators, index registers, stack pointers, and general purpose registers, etc. That means when a process is going to be executed inside the computer system, definitely it is related with some registers, and the register is of different types, including accumulators, index registers, stack pointers, general purpose registers, etc. So next is list of open files. These are the different files that are associated with the process. That means whenever a process is executed, in the time of running a process execution, a number of related files or jar files can be opened. Those are related with the executable file or executable process. That's why the process control block also kept the information or the list of the different open files related with the process execution. Next is CPU scheduling information. So the process priority, pointers to scheduling queues, etc. Is the CPU scheduling information that is contained in the PCB. This may also include any other scheduling parameters. That means before going to execution, first a schedule is prepared among the all processes. Those are comes inside the computer system or entered by the user inside the computer system. So before going to execution, first the CPU, the operating system maintains a schedule, prepares a schedule, and following that schedule, it may give one by one process for execution to the processor. So this is called the CPU scheduling information, which is also kept by the process control block. Next is memory management information. So the memory management information includes the page tables or the segment tables depending on the memory system used. It also contains the value of the base registers, limit registers, etc. That means whenever a process is get loaded inside the memory location, it contains several pages, and when it is given to the processor for execution, the number of pages or the number of instructions those are related with the process, they are getting executed by the processor. So how many number of pages are executed, and what are the status of a process? It is maintained by the memory management information by the process control block. So about the pages and paging techniques and the page tables, we are going to discuss in our coming classes. Okay. For the time, you can only remember that the different types of page tables are used by the memory management information which is stored inside the process control block. Okay. So this is all about the process control block structure, and also another important item is there, that is your IO status information. So IO status information is that it stores the list of input and output devices used by the processes and the list of files. That means what are the input devices that are used by the user to send or insert the data processes towards the computer system, and what are the output devices that are used or related at the time of execution of a process and showing the results of a process execution. These all status informations are stored by the process control block also. Next is accounting information. So the time limits, account numbers, amount of CPU used, process numbers, etc. That means what is the time required to execute one process, that is also depends on the process or type of process. That's why each and individual process execution time of a CPU is also stored inside the computer system or inside the process control block. Next is location of the process control block. So the process control block is kept in a memory area that is protected from the normal user access. That means inside the computer system, the PCB is kept in a memory area that is securely protected from the normal user access. That means a layman does not access the process control block of a computer system. So this is done because it contains important process information. Some of the operating systems place the PCB at the beginning of the kernel stack of the process as it is a safe location. Okay. So this is all about the process control block. It is a small topic related to the processor concept. Okay. So I hope you understand this topic well and carefully you go through the topic. If you have any doubts, then you ask me. Okay. Thank you.